So, welcome guys, my name is Daniel and this is the Wild and Survival channel. I have been sick for 2 weeks now. My throat doesn't feel well, my knee bad, I've been having a hard time as you know in the last video, and I just couldn't get out. I'm not going to be long today, but I have been at home and I've been rearranging some good things. I'm going to show you what I mean. It's been like 2 years now since I posted a video about my bug out bag, and it's this one. As you can see, this is the a bug out bag that I got for I've been having for around 6 or 7 years now, I believe. I used it a lot in the army instead of the street sack, and I haven't touched it at all because it's my bug out bag only when I especially in an emergency need it. But the time I've been at home, I've been actually been rearranging this, and I think I found a perfect combination. And I think I found the perfect combination because I used to think this bag is really good to have. It's a Cordura, very real heavy-duty bag, and I've been having this in military operations or training, and it's a good bag. I don't want to give it away or slip on it yet, because it's really comfortable to get this. If you want a more detailed description of this bag, probably you should look at my first bug out video on the restricted channel. What I have been changing is some things of this inside here, but what I did like about this bag was really easy for me to actually open it and have some organized things here, and I normally had on the bag. But I have the bugger roll here, and this is where I keep most of my things now. Why do I have put it this way? Because this is a little bit difficult to be carrying around. You can actually carry around like this, and you can actually put your cordage I may have tied it a little bit too fast, but then you can actually carry around, so it's possible. Also, we're using some parkour as well, but I prefer this kind of strap. But it doesn't. You cannot get through this because this kind of strapping system is a very comfortable to be heading around. Now, this only may work in the woods or a situation where you can actually wear this and you don't get the looks, you know. But you cannot use that on an urban situation because you get a lot of looks. Then I have a little bag here. You can actually put that bugger roll here as well. If the situation says that it's better to be carrying around in this kind of bag in an urban situation, I would normally be best. So it looks a little bit better, and it's better to wear in the city. But you may wonder, why don't use the only bugger bag, and why have these possibilities? Is to get that flexibility that you can carry around in a stealth way in a bugger situation when you don't get the looks, you know. Because, oh, this guy may be a survivalist, a prepper, let's follow him. so you cannot keep a low profile. Having a good bag to be carrying around, or this urban bag, and the bugger roll itself. Now let's go for the items that I have in, that I don't have in the bugger roll because you don't have the space, but I have in the bug out bag. And these are items that I normally keep in the bug out bag, but I choose not to have on the bugger roll. I can easily replace. This is the Maxpedition insulated pouch with some you can have this to bring on the hot canteen, S-bit stove that you have here, a lighter inside there, and in here a stainless steel kettle or cup, and then Nalgene from stainless steel. This is normally a thing that I don't carry around with the bushcraft bag, and stainless steel seems to be more durable, so I rather use this in a bug out situation. Where I have this, I can also just take this one with me for short distances. I have two stoves with me. This is something that most people don't know about. Winter gas. And it's brown because it may work in this kind of weather. I have also a very good efficient stove. It's not the lightest, but it's very good quality. That will go well with this. I don't mind carrying this around. It can be used in several ways as well, not only as a stove. This thing I'm going to put in the bugger roll, and as well as this. There is a local map that I have here from the area that I'm in. You can see it here. And some other things I have been using for navigation. Those are the things that I will be just having in the bug out bag, because it takes too much space and it's big thing, so you don't get loose. But I can actually risk it to don't keep that with me if I need to just take it away. Okay. So that is what is in the bug out bag. Now, I have many things in the bug out bag before. I have actually transported to the bugger roll. This is made by a prepper, really hard duty Cordura. It's water repellent and it's not waterproof, and that's the reason I actually keep it in a bag as well. I have another kind of system to protect this from water as well. It's made from really hard materials, and I was a little bit skeptical. This is made from a guy, YouTuber also, Canadian prepper. I was a little bit skeptical on this roll, but I actually got it and I seem to like it more and more. And I think Canadian American prepper may like this video, even the most hard preppers in America. This is from a Norwegian prepper. I believe I have created the best survival equipment or organization ever has made. Now, this is the bugger roll with some additions from me and my experience from before, and I actually added here the SOLKOA Survival Kit. That seems to be the best survival kit made in the world. Okay, I think I'm going to use one of those items right now to take that Leatherman out. Leatherman is probably one of the best tools you can ever have. So guys, this is the Boulder roll. As you can see, it's better for me to be working on this because you have a more of a organization of your things, and it's really thought out to the last item. Like I said, it's a combination between the SOLKOA Survival Kit that it comes in a like big mesh pouch that is so big, and it costs a lot of money, as well as a Boulder roll. And it's from my experience in the Army Forces, and also the Boulder roll is like 3 good items together. Also I have the survival knife that I believe is really good. Not the survival kit, but the knife is here as well. So this is part of my base camp, you know. I normally bring this with me if I'm going to take the North tent Game. That is my base camp of choice. That is a dome tent. And I will probably take the roll out from the Boulder bag and just bring the roll depending on the situation. Just going to add one thing here. Here is some camouflaging mirror and camouflaging paint for hunting. I got this free from the military. First pouch from the left. This is a ping pong ball wrapped inside aluminium foil with a tube from a pencil and a hole inside the ball. If I turn a match on that, it will make a lot of smoke, and it's most of used for signaling or scaring away some people or attracting attention. This is a bear spray. This is a alarm that I can attach to fishing or line, and it would sound really loud. And this is some small firecrackers. This is my security pouch. Here is most of protection. This is against bites. This is for for lightening up, and you can actually create a lot of protection for the insects. This is a bandana in red. This is a MIG netting, some sunglasses, UV protection, and 100% DEET. Next, this is normally when I set up my bug out camp or base camp, I have a really big solar panel that I use that on. This is also you can use with the car's battery. It's a little power bank that the light also works with my headlamp. Some spare batteries, some USB stick, and some cordage for charging the phone. Spare batteries as well are there. Here is some antibiotics. Really recept. You have to have a doctor to get those. It's very strong medicines. There is some trauma kit. There is a very big signaling mirror there, and a lot of things like a toothbrush there, and toothpick there, and a little bit more UV, and some for your throat. May have someone though. This is a really crappy survival kit that I have empty just to have the box. This is an empty box. I'll probably keep some birch and fire starting materials here when I get good. I cannot do this now. I will probably get some natural materials. I could also use this to boil or fry something. There is a micro tool there, a Leatherman, for sharpening the knife, and a little Leatherman there. Okay, this is mostly for the tent base camp that I use. repair for the tent dome, tear aid also for repair, Greenland wax for waxing the booger roll or clothing, glue, and repair for the sleeping pads. This is the shelter. Well, you have some warm that you can have in no hand warmers, but body warmers, a little bit bigger. Foil, a really heavy duty foil, and really heavy duty tarp. This is really heavy duty plastic, and back behind there is a thermal blanket and a poncho. Okay, next pouch is cordage. This is a ferro rod there. It's paracord. This is to hunting for small game. Kevlar cordage, pins. This is the bag for keeping the whole booger roll waterproof. You can actually fit it inside there. And this is a very crappy but ultra light day pack, just in case. The camouflage I just used. Some gaffer tape. This is some electronics that I couldn't fit up there for the radio that I have there, and this is some good radio, not a crappy sheet that people mostly use. And there, very cool thing, a mask that protects for mostly of all of our CBRN protection in a light way, just to get out. The pouch, the side is some water. There is a harmonica for fun, and some really nice fishing kit. Water purification tablets, 2 heavy-duty bags. There's a fork, some dehydration pills, some light noodles, bouillon, and an energy bar. And I think there are some steak bars there as well. So this is kind of the food and water, and some harmonica as well. This compartment you can actually take from behind, so I can actually take the day pack, and I could actually all the other packs and take that apart and just bring those 2 compartments with me and leave the other things around, and I keep like kind of the what I feel is the most important compartment for me to be having in a rush, or taken out of with me. This is some navigation. There's a very good signaling power range, signaling clothing here, GPS with local maps and ranger bands, antenna electronics to make a really big antenna. I know how to do that. And compass. Here is the fire pouch. This candle I have made by myself with some baby Dell cheese. The one that I fit in the SOLKOA was a little bit too big, so I have to keep it small. And I have kind of all tinder and light sticks there as well. Ferro rod. The last is some tools. This are very crappy, but it's a little axe, better than nothing. The survival lily knife that is really good. A Sharpie, a pen, right in the rain, a little Bear Grylls survival pocket, good to have, and a nice, really good radio that I have. I don't think I'm going to take it all apart because it's a little bit messy and getting wet. I'm not feeling well, but I think I have made my point. I have to make a very quick video today. Having really trouble to speak, but I have all the things that I really need, and I can survive for a really long time using these things. I don't need really a gun. probably bring it if it was hunting. Here in Norway it's not allowed to wear guns or knives or urban, so I had to take out the knife actually if I'm going to head out in the city. And will only bring a gun if I was out to hunting. And it's the same thing in Canada, I believe, and not in the States. But anyway, I could survive for a really long time using this system. I make it really flexible, and I think I'm going to try to train a little bit, set up my base camp, my dome, and take this with me. Bring the heavy loads of things out. I could probably, this doesn't weigh too much like it seems, especially not if you're going to use the Boulder roll inside this bag. You can actually head out for a long distance. It's not really a problem. I could probably live with this. I have the noodles is kind of a emergency thing, so you have to really set up your traps, and you have to really be hunting and fishing to get the most out of it. But I think I could actually made it perhaps 2 or 3 weeks with this, having a nice time. And normally this bugger bag is something that I probably keep in my car, bring it to the base camp outdoors, or in an emergency, or hunting perhaps. So it's normally I will carry. It's really easy to carry this and bring out the big dome, because the thing that is going to take a lot of space may be the pack raft, the twain, the bigger one that can do maybe a hunting weapon, the dome, the stove. Can probably go well to bring that, but it's going to be more things to carry around. And this only give you the minimal, really nice survival kit that will last you for a longer time. I will probably change it. Perhaps put a fjellduken, because fjellduken, I said before, fjellduken is one of the best survival kits. I will probably keep one of those there as well if I'm going to sleep out in winter time. Because fjellduken kind of do for a really good job, but you can actually use the thermal blanket and the tarp there to actually make a good shelter. In a jungle situation, I can perhaps bring a hammock instead of try to put a little hammock here as well. I may see if I can find that as well. But I think I have it all there, guys. I think I have a really nice setup that makes me really flexible. I kind of have very good quality in that. It's not crap, and it's a kind of a good thing just to have in preparedness, you know. And it's kind of the time that I don't really worry about anything, war or infections or climate crisis. I don't worry, I live my life, you know. But the thing is that the official myndighetene, they say we have to be prepared, you have to have some plan or preparedness. If you ask your parents and grandmothers that have been experienced the war, Second World War, they all usually keep a very big freezer with a lot of food to make it through, and that kind of the routine that has been normal for them to be keeping out, and we are kind of a little bit naive to be thinking it won't happen today, because it can happen. I don't know, 15 years, 20 years, I don't know what will happen, but I know I have my plan, and I think it's fun to do it, and I will probably have a backup plan for my family, you know. It's like an insurance, a really fun insurance and probably not so expensive as well. So I hope you like this video, guys. I'm going to head back to the car of my family and bring out the good clothing and drink some more tea, and see you next week. So bye.